Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Tyler.
And I'm Luke.
And welcome to our happy anniversary episode 49 special. Wow, we couldn't have not been sick one day.
Did you know there are 49 weeks in a year?
Yeah.
Law. I'm putting that into effect right now.
Something, Love Live podcast, where we take a look at every single Love Live song from the very beginning until right now. And again, happy year anniversary, everybody, of us being alive. We are 1 year old today.
I was freed from the womb in front of a microphone and ready to talk about Love Live. I hadn't actually heard a song yet. That's why the analysis was so bad.
I was freed from Landing Action as of 2 seconds ago.
Oh my god. We just listened to Landing Action and the 9 solo mixes, and I love Love Live, but oh my god, I want out of Landing Action hell, dude.
I love how, so for all our viewers who weren't in the Discord, sometime like yesterday or the day before, Luke was talking about I love listening to music, obviously, but I can't listen to the same song, more than one at a time, more than twice in a row. I can't do it. And we just listened to the same song 10 times in a row, so...
A little different because of the vocals, but it's the same damn song. I want out of this fucking hell. I typed, okay, this one's for the Discord. They were trying to guess what we'd say while they're typing that. And I was like, here, I'll give you one. I want to die. So there you go, Discord boys.
I was, it was really cool seeing the evolution from all right, next one, you ready? To on our 8th or 9th one, it just became and
then we'd both start. Now I don't want this to take away. I like Landing Action. This isn't a thing of disliking Landing Action. I was just not prepared for listening to it 9 times. Tyler yesterday was yeah, you want to listen to it, all of them? I was like, sure, dude. That's fine. And God, I was not prepared, man.
It was not fine.
God, it was not okay.
So last time we asked you guys which of the 9 Aqua Solo songs was your favorite and why. Luke, you want to go first?
Sure. We got quick shout out to my boy Dextroy Fuller. Said he would buy the full The Climb by Miley Cyrus Luke solo mix.
Luke Winding Road.
Yeah, Luke Winding Road. As for the question, we got my boy El Charizard, not saying the first word because I don't speak Spanish. As for my favorite Aqua solo, my pick goes to Beginner Sailing, not only because Yo is best Aqua, but also because, like you said, it's both her character and her voice, which I think is really underrated. Also, the instrumental is pretty good. The starting and the middle thing is something we don't see often, and the album art, which is all spaced out and in all caps. Oof, you slay me, please. Second place goes to either In This Unstable World and New Winding Road. Yes, I'm an edgy boy. I think you can't go wrong with those 3. Probably the best 3 vocal performances amongst the entire group, other than IMO, Diaz, but I could see if you wanted to argue Diaz, but those 3 are pretty you can't go wrong with those 3.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're edgy as long as the songs are good. Come on.
Yeah.
Cold Steel, the Dia Hedgehog.
Cold Steel, the Charizard Hedgehog. All right, what do you got? What do you got for us today, Tyler?
Mine comes from our friend Dog of Annoyance, and he says, my favorite Aqua solo is New Winding Road because Aina does an amazing job on the vocals and the backing is a style that I love. That is, can it get more simple than this answer?
Yeah, I respect
Which is your
answer.
favorite and why? Here is my favorite and why. And I super respect that because Anya does do an amazing job and the backing is in a style that I too love. Wow, what a great song.
What a great song.
Yeah, also quick shout out to Le Betsuni Bandito for saying Sakana because meme value is the only metric in which I judge music. Yeah, it's getting to the point for us, except we like to call it novelty, but what we mean is how much of a travesty the song
novelty. Yeah, that's what we call it. Meme value is just how I'm beginning to judge everything in my life, no matter what it is. Job, hey, this job's pretty funny. Let's take that one.
No.
Not great.
I don't know if I'm comfortable sharing this.
Me.
Getting a very, very unfortunate call from your wife. Is this a Lost reference?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we didn't say that on the podcast. Anyway, so...
Yeah, I have a wife. I have 3 wives, actually.
So
They're all
you
you,
missed
Tyler.
Oh, I had no idea.
So go
I'll get the paper signed right away. So if you missed our last episode or last 100 episodes or whatever, last bonus episode, we were talking about how this episode, we know we're doing SIP solos, or what? SIP season 2 songs. But we thought Landing Action Yeah was a really appropriate song to do on our anniversary video. So we're just going to do this. We're not going to talk individually about each solo mix. Like, we are going to talk like a tiny bit about each and like mention things about each.
Yeah, we'll mention
but
them throughout.
they're not going to have their own segments. So sorry if you were hoping for that, but
no 10-minute segment for each solo mix.
Yeah, I remember our boy Savivo in the Discord was like, "Is this going to be the longest video of all time?" We were like, "It might be the shortest, actually."
Because we're doing one song and then talking about random stuff at the end. So who knows? You could get us going for about 40 minutes just talking about shit at the end. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when we get there. But otherwise, are you ready to hop into Landing Action, the only Aqua song with solo mixes?
Landing Action, no, dude. Get me out of this hell. I'm not listening to this again. Usually we listen to it right here. I'm not doing it. We're going straight to the next recording.
I didn't like. I don't know. Like
that was
such
ready.
like an easy. That was such an easy joke to make, and I didn't make it. I'm happy you did.
Yeah, no, I'm here for you. I've beautiful comedic timing.
All right, let's listen. You're gonna have to listen to this again while you edit it. Oof.
Oh my goodness. No.
So I first heard this song when I woke up one day and I saw I had a message from Luke. That used to be how it was. Like, Luke was the one who was like, new song, and I was like, wow, new song. And now it's just kind of like a race to see who posted
whoever
first.
Gets to it first. Yeah. In the group chat between you, me, and EJ, whoever posts it first.
Yeah, the winner is always Sticks in the Discord.
Yeah.
But he's like, it's the only perk of being in an Australian time zone.
Yeah, he's so far in the future, you know.
Yeah, right. So when I first heard this song, my initial reaction was, can we throw that GIF of Waka Flocka Flame on the screen where it's just like, okay. That was me. And I was like, this is a song. But then, however many moons later, it was announced that this would have solo mixes. I don't know if it was announced or they just showed up on the single itself. I'm not exactly sure. I'm kind of remembering this weirdly, but that became like an song to like a holy shit.
It's like you take that GIF and you give it laser eyes and you kind of like Photoshop his frown and like kind of weird like amorphous weird like not very happy face and you turn it upside down and he's like smiling and his eyes get kind of turned upside down. He's got laser eyes and it's really deep fried. That's you. That's real shit.
Yeah, and then add like 3 exclamation points to okay. Like okay. No, I was so happy when this song got solo mixes. Like, I don't know if this would have been the first choice to ever put, like, you know, like, Aqua's new solo mixes, what song? Like, this would probably be, like, my last-ish guess. But, like, I don't mind. Like, it's cool that the song's uniqueness is that it has solo mixes, you know? Like, that's, like, a weird kind of thing that is unique, but is still... You know, it doesn't have to be in the song to be unique. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I totally feel that. Songs like I feel pretty much the same way. I don't think the song, the best part of the song is the solo mixes. I don't think the song itself is necessarily fantastic. I like it, but those solo mixes, man. Ooh. I just heard all 9 of them, so.
So I can say for a fact. Now, I don't remember the last time. Well, okay, the last time was earlier today, but I don't remember the last time I've listened to the song full unit. I really don't.
Yeah, like, I have the Dia and the Kanon version in At Work Boys playlist. So I don't have the full version now.
I don't know. Like even when I was making the landing action shit post that I posted like 2 weeks ago or something, it was like I didn't even listen to the full version. I mean, like I by proxy listened to the full version minus Ruby and Kanon was a dolphin, but like that's it. Like this song exists as solo mixes for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
and I
totally,
feel like that it's unique from Muse in the sense that like with Muse it's like the song and by the way solo mixes and that's like awesome.
Yeah, solo mixes later they're an extension of the song.
Yeah, but like this song exists as like the solo mix song. You know, it's like its own very unique entity.
Yeah, it's super dope. It's like we just said, like the meme factor, the novelty factor. Song's got a lot of novelty to it, and without the solo mixes, I think it's just one you could have like very easily just washed away and forgotten about.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. So I mean, hey, any song that would ever get Baby Maybe, just throw a solo mix in there. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You're doing great, sweetie.
I think a lot of like the issues with this song come around because they cared about doing the solo mixes rather than like making the song necessarily great. Which is kind of like upsetting because it's kind of this big celebration of Love Live song because I think it was like released 6 or 7 years after the original series.
Yeah, 7 years.
I'm not sure like the exact date. And obviously it's like the anniversary CD, right? Isn't that right? It's the anniversary.
It was
CD
the Aquas Club. Yeah, the Aquas Club song, and it was released 7 years after the official Love Live debut, as of June 30th, 2010. A long time ago.
Yeah, that was decades ago. Okay, let's go back to 2010. Time out. Flashback. What were you doing in 2010, Tyler? Give me a brief Tyler in 2010.
Tyler was 15, and Tyler was probably playing RuneScape. That sounds about right.
Okay.
15, you're a freshman in high school. 14, 15. Yeah, you're a freshman or sophomore. So I was about to start dating a Canadian girl.
There it is.
And I was playing RuneScape a lot. And I was trying to get my first YouTube channel off the ground by making Call of Duty hacking videos. That's what Tyler was doing.
Wow, that's an absolute classic.
What about you? What were you doing?
What was Luke doing in 2010? I'm just the exact same things I was doing now, plus playing football. So not much has changed. I think 2010 was the year that I biked out to my friend's house to pick up their copy of Halo 3 because I really wanted to play Halo 3 with a bunch of my friends, but I didn't have it for some reason. But I had Reach. It was weird. When did Reach come out? Oh, time out. I can't be a liar here. I can't be a liar. Wait, hold the goddamn phone. Halo Reach. When did it come out? 2010. Look at that. September 14th, right by my birthday. That's a birthday present for me.
Did you play Reach and then just decide, I don't want to play this anymore, I want to play Halo 3?
No, like I had friends that didn't have Reach but had Halo 3. And so we went and played Halo
online.
3.
Okay, I thought you wanted to have like this big old like split screen multiplayer party.
No. Reach is better than Halo 3 though.
I thought Reach
let
was
us know down below what you were doing in 2010. If you were like us, just a glint in our father's eyes because we had not been born yet. We were born a year ago.
Right.
Then let us know down below.
A glint in our fathers. Never mind. Okay, so anyway, instrumental. Like I really want to talk about the solo mixes, but I also don't want to make this episode like 4 minutes long by proxy. So, I think the instrumental is really cool. And there's so I joke about there being a fly in the room during love novels. The fly in the room this time is the synth, but it's kind of like, you know how you keep spiders around because like they're helpful.
Yeah, it's like the super hidden synth. Yeah.
I think the synth is like a spider in this song because it like sticks around and is very helpful. And like I think it's cool how like traditionally in Love Live songs, the instrumental, like when you're listening to the off vocal, you can like hear the lyrics in the like, you know, they're playing like the melody lyrics.
Yeah, they're pop songs. They're easy to sing along to.
But this song, it's like only half that. Like, the synth hits the notes sometimes, but other than that, it is just going crazy. Like, crazy. It's not even just like, I'll do like the harmonies. It's like flying around this music staff. Like,
and you gotta take like a second to listen for it, because there's like all this other parts in the instrumental like covering it up, but it's there, and like it doesn't hit you until you're halfway through the seventh landing action, and trying to find anything new that you're like, it sounds pretty dope.
I really like the I don't know if I'd say this is like a really busy song actually, despite the fact that it's like kind of simple. It's like there's a lot going on like instrumentally, and it's just for some reason, like I know there's always 9 girls, but like it seems like there's like a lot of people chiming in on this song. Okay. Do you like get that vibe?
Let me hit you with something. It's busy like my boy Aaron at work. Okay, my boy Aaron, he's always moving around, but he never gets anything done, right? Landing action, is just Aaron from work. Aaron frustrated me so bad today that I just like cracked. I'm trying to be wholesome at work, right? I get very frustrated when people are like not getting their stuff done, but like I'm trying to be wholesome. So instead of like yelling at him, I instead just like cracked a board over my knee, and then he like picked it up a little bit more. So I think that intimidated him a little bit. You know,
he started walking around in circles, doing nothing faster.
So this song is just Aaron from work. You know, it's got a lot of heart. It's trying its hardest, but it's not actually getting anything done. But at least you don't have to like command it to
until
tell
Aaron's solo career is released. So Luke has like a big box of discount pencils that he snaps whenever he's angry. We must have talked about this. Can you snap a pencil real quick?
Yeah, here. Let me get a pencil out of the box real quick. When I get frustrated, I like to break things. So
how wholesome.
Yeah, it's really wholesome. And so instead of like breaking my phone in half like I was afraid I was going to, I instead got this big old box of pencils. They're like misfit. They're really shitty pencils. I just like kind of just start snapping them in half whenever I'm playing Overwatch pretty much all the time. If you've ever been in here when I'm playing Overwatch in the Discord, you just start hearing a weird snapping. That's not my bones. That's pencils.
I'm happy you found a way to remedy this in a therapeutic way.
Yeah, it's honestly super therapeutic. It actually like helps out a lot. Just like breaking things and throwing things is like how I get over it. I don't go like on big rants to like deal with things. I just break stuff. It's very nice.
Hey, whatever works for you, fam. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I mean, pencils made of wood.
Pencils.
You work at a lumber mill.
Yeah,
snapped wood
deep,
in front of a guy's face.
That's deep lore. Well, it wasn't like in front of his face. Like I was at the end of the chain, and I hate getting okay, we're sidetracking, and that's okay. I hate getting behind because like then it looks bad on me, even if like it wasn't necessarily my fault. Just like the chain getting behind at all. So like it was frustrating for me that he was like getting behind, and then frustrated me that he was getting behind because then it was gonna look bad on me that he was getting behind because I was supposed to be training him. And so like I just needed to vent real quick. So I like grabbed 1x6 and just smashed it against the chain and then cracked it over my knee, and then he like picked it up, so it worked. It was therapeutic for both of us.
And then you picked him up and cracked him over your knee.
Yeah, and then I picked him up and cracked him over my knee. I taught him a lesson.
All right.
He'll never forget me.
This conversation is all well and good. Can we talk about solo mixes?
Yeah, let's break into the solo mixes. All right.
So we're gonna do like a quick thing. Oh, what's up?
Top 3.
My top 3? Oh,
Give me your top 3.
Hanamaru and Yo, Ruby.
In that order?
Hanamaru and Yo can probably it's probably a given day type thing.
Yeah.
But Ruby, yeah.
Daikon on Yo.
This is good, right?
Yeah, I like Yo's a lot. Yeah, Yo's is super dope. Are we just gonna go down the list from like the wiki?
Yeah, well that's the order that they're on the CD, so that makes sense.
Let us know down below if you want us to go by years or by the list on the wiki. We'll wait.
They said wiki. All right.
Okay, they said wiki. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Stick's got like one letter off. Damn it. So we're just gonna we're not gonna rush through this, but we're only gonna give like a little few things on it, like 1 or 2 things. So let's start with Chica. All right, so as always, Anchan, definitely you could hear the young smile
just
on her face
the
entire time.
Of like her performing. Like you can just I love Anchan because you can just like hear the joy when she gets to perform anything, and it really comes through in this song.
Yeah. So small criticism that I will hit on more when we get to Yo, because it's related to Yo's. This is the Chica equivalent of being in a metal shed and slamming the wall a few times with a hammer. Like, every line is delivered with just omega urgency. Like, there's like, every line she sings is in all capital letters, and there's a period before the next word.
Yeah.
You're right?
It's very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Ugh, God, words are so hard, man. It's very that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like how Chica sings a lot, though. And same with how like Yo sings a lot, obviously. But Chica's like is probably my least favorite. Don't tell anyone that though.
And her little ad lib is, "Let's go to our next stage." I'm gonna list all of them because the wiki doesn't have it, so maybe you guys don't know them. So I'll say. So next one we got Rico. I think she's like uncharacteristically like really powerful in this, like more so than she normally is.
She reminds me a lot of like Guilty Eyes Fever Rico, where she's like a lot stronger, and I like that side of Rico where she's not like super soft. She's like almost sensual at times. Guilty Eyes Fever, like I kind of realized today why I like that song. There's like this weird sensual vibe to it, but like Rico's like a lot stronger here, and she's like pushing her vocals really hard, and I like that a lot in this song.
I just played like Daydream Warrior in my head. I was like, yeah, you sure? And then I was like, wait a minute, that's not the song. So I think Rico is like a prime example of why I want Aqua solo mixes so badly. From going from, I mean, in any list there has to be a last. Going from literally like my last on my love to listen to your list to hearing this and being like, yo, like, do you always sing like this? Just turns into this absolute like vocal monster. So Lantis, get on that shit.
Give me that.
And her line is, "Everyone together now. Minamo isho ni." Kanan. You said Kanan's your favorite. You want to start, or one of your favorites? You want to start with that?
When this all came out and all the solo mixes came out, like immediately I attached to like the Kanan and Daya ones, and I was like, which one is gonna be my favorite? Daya barely edges her out, but the Kanan one just like does it for me totally. I don't think Kanan, I think you can make an argument for Kanan being like the weakest vocalist in the group. But like there's something playful and just like with Anchan, like very joyful about this version. And it just really sings to me. I don't think it's like a vocal tour de force. Yeah, I know, right? I don't think it's like a vocal masterpiece, but it just does it for me, you know?
I know what you mean. Kanan's ad-libs are probably my favorite in all of them. Like, out of all of them, like her,
she's really good at it. She does it in a lot of other songs, too. Like, every song. She doesn't get to sing solos.
A thing Kanan likes to do is, like, kind of do, like, a little... You know, like, Kanan's, like, trademark, like, stuttery boy that she does?
Yeah.
Well, this song is just littered with those. And I don't even mean the Kanan version. I mean, like, the full unit. And then Kanan really gets to shine. Like, for example, like the very last line in the song is Kyo wa asobo, but like she hits it with like the Kanan like Kyo wa asobo, like, you know what I mean? Like she does her little thing, and I like that. And her thing is "Let's search together" with a question mark. Thanks, thank you. Daya is next.
Daya is so good. Everything that I love about White, as I would say, White Hot Love, not White First Love. I don't think I even changed it yet. I accidentally titled the episode White Hot Love instead of White First Love. I haven't even changed it, I don't think. So Vivo pointed it out, and it's funny enough where I'm keeping it that way. I think I referred to it as White Hot Love throughout it. But it just like everything Daya does vocally when she's on is just so... when she's like not flat, which she is quite a bit in older Love Live, she's perfect. She has like a rich alto and sits in this like mid-range a lot of the time, and that's what I absolutely love in vocalists. And Daya, when she's on, just does it for me. And there's no question that her ad-lib at the end is by far my favorite. She's very angry at you.
What did she say? You better keep up or you're wrong.
Yeah,
she's got boo-boos in there, but
she's pissed.
Yeah.
Next we got, I love it.
Next we got Yo. Yo is just boneless like wah pedal Chica, honestly.
I think we can like solidly say that it like personal preference, you might have a different girl. This is just the best one. Like
I think we both said that like arguably at like the same time as it was finished.
Yeah.
Like that was like the best one, right?
Yeah.
It was less that and more like we're like halfway done with this, so we're probably like like after we're like on our muddled shit.
Action.
But I think this is one of the like really rare times where Yo is like way tamer than Chica, which is not always the case. Like I guess it goes back and forth because Chica can go into like full steam like Genki mode sometimes, but like I really like that Yo has the same level of Genki that Chica does, minus like the hammer in the shed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. There's
like I love some Chica, right? Like I always love Chica. She's one of my favorite vocalists in the show, but the people that are like the I don't like Chica when she's so Genki purists are like onto something sometimes. You know what I mean? I feel that. I love Chica's, but this is just Chica's minus like the hammer shed.
So like at the end of Kinmirai Happy End, there like Yo gets the solo at the end. It's one of my favorite solos in like all of Love Live, and she like her vocal styling's just like changed there for like 3 or 4 seconds, right? It's very different, and this song is just like a lot of that. She still like holds the basic like premise of like how Yo is singing like that character, but I just feel like there's like a different. It has that Kinmirai Happy End feel to it in that solo, and it's just really good. There's really nothing bad you can say about this one. I think this is just objectively the best.
I think it leans more on the Shuka singing side than it does on the character voice side, which is always fine.
Yeah, I'll take that. Shuka's very good.
So she says full speed ahead.
No,
aye,
full state ahead.
Yeah, or Zenko Zenshin Yosoro. Yeah, come on. It's actually not even Yosoro. It's like Yosoro. She just transcends. She just like
she falls into the wormhole. Unlucky.
Yeah, she is free of this mortal coil. So next up we got Yoshiko. And my notes for this one are probably like one of the smallest. Where Yoshiko is always a girl that I can write a book on, right? Just because of like how many just awesome parts she does and all the cool things she does with her voice. But I'm just going full like Reggie mode. Like honestly, this is just really good. Like that's what it is.
Yeah, it's good. And when you get Yoshiko, for me personally, when you get Yoshiko into like this mid to higher range where she's not like going absolutely crazy at the top end, but she's not like breaking out her alto pretty much every time outside of Guilty Kiss, then like I just don't find her super interesting. I think she's like a great vocalist here in this song, but like it's just not really interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. So that's kind of interesting how I don't usually think of Yoshiko as situational as someone like Yo, for example, because like I think Yo can either be like on it, like the most on it in the entire group, or like little too Genki for some people. But I don't usually think of Yoshiko as very situational, but I do completely understand what you're saying. Like she has like 2 amazing options to go to, and it's just like mix 2, and you only get like half of each good option. It's kind of like feel like other people could do the same kind of thing a little bit better.
If you like compare it to almost any other girl in the franchise, or actually in the franchise, I'm gonna say in the franchise, all 18. Well, PDP they don't really count yet. You hear that? You hear that, Lantis? They don't count.
Come on, they'll count one day.
Like I feel like a lot of them have very obvious and like super interesting vocal quirks, and like this is literally the only thing I could get on Yoshiko about ever. Is that
honestly,
like her vocal quirk isn't as like defined, while like she's just an incredible vocalist, and her vocal quirk is like having a lower range than everybody else while also having arguably the highest range. So like, that could just. But when you get her into this mid-range, she just like doesn't hyper interest me very much. And this song's like obviously good because she's really good, but being like super good doesn't necessarily mean interesting,
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's like out of the stratosphere good.
Yeah. And her thing is, without my little demons, I feel lonely. Or if I'm not with my little demons, I feel lonely, and that's very cute.
Let us know down below if you would become her little demon to make her not feel lonely. If you say no, you're banned.
Adamaru. Okay, so she was really taking like the whole circle motif very far. and sang the whole song with her like mouth and like a little ooh, which is evidence like which is enforced by like every line. She's like yo doko de. That's just Hanamaru. Like honestly.
You should just being the perfect singer because you want that you know.
I know.
Yeah.
oh. The laughter stops and the blushing begins.
Ooh.
This solo mix is voted most likely to be played during a happy montage of a day of fun with friends, like a picnic and like apple picking and stuff like that. Like this is the one you play.
My biggest issue with this song, see, like I want to call it an issue when it's like not an issue. It's like the song's really good. Hanamaru is a great vocalist and my favorite Love Live girl, so I can't really say too much. Although it's like probably honestly just Dai is my favorite Love Live girl now.
Shut up, Luke! I'll kill you.
I just want them to like release the beast that is Hanamaru's vocals, and like it's like they like got her on a leash in this song. They're like, no, you can't go beyond the fence,
so?
Hanamaru.
I don't know. I think she did a really great job of like of doing her thing.
I want the really heavy vibrato that I know she's capable of, and like there's vibrato
she does
in
it.
the song.
That was the
like,
next thing I was saying. Oh, okay. I know the crazy vibrato you're talking about, and this is like the mild. You're talking about the like clinically insane vibrato.
I want
this is just the crazy vibrato.
I want that heavy Adele vibrato. Give it to me, dude. I jam out to Adele at work so hard.
Nobody can hear you because of the noise. That's the best
exactly. It's so well. They actually can hear me because I'm jamming out to Adele that hard that they can actually start hearing me. When I hit that, when I got to get into my falsetto, they can hear me.
Which isn't often with Adele, probably.
No, no, it never happens with Adele.
So Hanamaru is just on a tightrope this whole song, and this is where the crazy vibrato comes in. Like, for example, like if a normal girl will just be like "Koko ni oidete." Hanamaru's like "Koko ni oidete," like she's balancing her hardest, dude.
Don't tease me with it, because I know she can do more. Give me the good stuff, Lantis.
It's just like an earthquake meter starts like going. What's the thing that they used to detect earthquakes?
An earthquakeometer. There we go.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. And her little thing is "Doko sura," which is where Sura. All right. Mari. Mari is the one I almost said like Yoshiko is the one I wrote the least for, but Mari is literally the one I wrote the least for because I was thinking of a way to express like the way Mari sings this song, and I just realized that the best way, like the best course of action would just be to write the word Mari because you'll all get it.
I mean, yeah.
My note is literally Mari, our next plan, which is what she says in her ad lib. And then after that, it's just, again, Mari. And then I'd put a divider for the next girl.
Very, very Mari way of singing the song.
It's just, she screams. She sounds like Mari. She has about the same pitch control as usual. It sounds just as good as you would think a Mari song does. And, I mean, that's pretty much the extent of it this time, right? She's got English as her thing, as her little ad lib. So, can we think of anything more fitting? There you go. It's a Mari solo.
Ruby. Last but certainly least, Ruby.
What?
No, I'm joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. I make these jokes with you.
Don't.
Because I
it's
know
funny.
that
It's
like
funny when it's
really,
other girls.
That really makes you mad, and I like that.
Buff
That's funny.
Buff my main, nerf everybody else's main.
Buff Ruby.
I would say this is like hands down Ruby's best vocal performance, but like I can't for two reasons. Number one is she's gotten so many good vocal performances since she was like aha ohiru tabete meme, funniest meme 2K16. And she probably sings like this in like every solo mix that we just don't get to hear. So GG, it's unfair. What the hell? So I mean, I like it because I get a lot of it pretty much. That's all I'm trying to say here. So it's less hands down the best vocal performance and more of just like hands up the best. We're not quite down yet.
And hands, yeah, a little bit off the lap, you know. They're hovering right now. It's good. Like if you like Ruby, you're gonna love this song, which Tyler does.
Yeah, you already know which one I listened to first. Once I realized that all the solo mixes had ad libs, I was like, well, it doesn't fit the narrative. Then I guess I must have not listened to Ruby's first because of what I'm about to say. Like as soon as I realized that they all said like their own special thing, I was like, yo, I wonder what each girl is, and I was like,
yeah, we
Mari's
discussed
probably gonna
it
be,
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, Mari's probably gonna be English, and like, I got to Ruby, I was like, what is Ruby? She's gonna cry. It's gonna be crying, and it was.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
So yeah, And for this one, she says, "Don't leave me behind," in a very sad Ruby voice.
Yeah, only losers like that.
So, but
God, I'm so toxic.
My like audio spectrum where I can like see Audacity just it looks like angry eyebrows, and Audacity gets me right now.
It understands.
So I mean, that's Learning Action in a big half-hour segment. Are you about ready to kind of move on to the year in review part of our segment
let's
here?
throw a question out first before we get into
okay.
Question, super easy. We'll make it a little bit more complicated because of how easy it is. Give us your top 3 in order Landing Action Yeah solo mixes. We already said ours. Mine was Daya Kanan Yo. What was yours again, Tyler?
Mine was Hanamaru tied with Yo. On any given day, it depends, I don't know, and then Ruby.
Okay. So give us your top 3. Let us know why they're your top 3, and yeah.
And let us know down below.
Let us know down below.
So like we said before, we just want to take this time now. I got Landing Action playing in my head. Like,
stop.
I
know.
Stop with this song. Not also the longest song we've ever talked about. Not in addition to listening to it 10 times in a row. Anyway.
I felt like it would never end whenever we clicked play on a new one. Like, it felt like it just never ended. Like, I would kind of like go into my own realm, and I would come out and we'd be like halfway done with the second verse, and I was like,
it's like not even like a bad song either. That's the best part.
No,
it's like
it's a good song.
I challenge you to find a song that you think is like pretty good and listen to it 10 times in a row and not hate it by the end. We don't hate it. Anyway, no, so we wanted to take this time real quick to kind of like go over kind of like thank yous and what this podcast means to us, in addition to some like joint discussion later. But we're each gonna take a little bit to say some stuff. So you mind if I go first?
Sure.
All right. Okay. My trademark thing is remembering while editing things I meant to say, going, God damn it, and then uploading it because I can't fit it in because obviously it's a discussion. So, last time I mentioned how I made like those dumb Call of Duty videos on my account on the bonus episode, and that was supposed to lead into, but didn't. I never kept with video making. Like I'd always get bored of it really fast. Like that's a huge problem I have in my life, is that if something bores me, then I'm just like, I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. If I have the option to, obviously, like I can't just say that to like school. But yeah.
Well, you could just be like,
I could say it to school, but I'm like, I don't want to. And I've never experienced that even once while making this podcast with Luke. It's just, it became less of like we gotta make a video this week, and more of just like, I literally can't wait to make a video this week. It's not like a you know how it's like no one's like, I'm sure there are people, but it's like I can't wait to go to work. It's more just like I can't wait to receive my paycheck at the end of the week that I'm working money for. It's like, it's less of like I can't wait to make the video, because while that's fun on its own, it's more of just like I can't wait for the reactions of people and the talking about it with people and seeing that there's people that genuinely appreciate the fact that we made a video, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, we do all this for you guys. At first it was because we wanted to do it a lot. Like our motto in the very beginning was like, yeah, do it even if no one wants to listen to it, and we'll have 1 or 2 people that like comment sometimes and it'll be great. And it just turned into this whole like project of just getting multiple hundred views on each video, of like people actively like liking us, seeing our podcast in the wild. That was like the craziest thing the first time that's happened to me, where it's just like someone, I was like completely not a part of a conversation, and I saw someone like, I learned something from this podcast, and I click it and it's me and you. It's like, that's crazy. That's like the coolest thing in the world for me. And I know it's only about 500 subscribers, and it's like we're not e-famous, but it's just, it's, yeah, soon. PewDiePie is
PewDiePie is next.
It's just so surreal, just logging onto Discord and just seeing people that are like, everyone's here, everyone's having a discussion because of something that I and Luke did. You know what I mean? Like, it feels so good to know that we've created a community where people, can be wholesome, like not fake wholesome either. Like, there's a lot of toxicity in, most communities, but I've always thought of our podcast as a really great way to just kind of escape that and just, hey, happy talk about love live. Sometimes you don't like some things, and that's okay, and you accept that some people might not like the same things that you like. And it's just, I don't know, I just love what we created. I love all of our fans, and I'm so happy of what this turned into. And I'm so happy that it actually gave me the big motivation to, like, it's work, staying up late and stuff like that to edit videos and stuff, but it's always so worth it in the end when I get to see the reaction from you guys. So I know it's corny, but like from the bottom of my heart, like, thank you guys so much for being so amazing, and I love every second of it. I must check the notifications on our channel like at least twice a day, like new comments, like feed me.
Exactly. Yeah, feed the beasts. I guess if I had to say some stuff, from day one, the big thing that when Tyler and I started doing this, I was like, exactly what Tyler said. It doesn't matter if nobody watches. Let's just like have a good time and make this thing together. It was like we had just finished not making from the ground up, but pretty much building up this Facebook group to 1,200 people in it, from less than 50. And it was like a project that we had a lot of fun with, and then we were kind of done with it. And then I like felt this void. I was like, what am I gonna do now? Like, I don't have a project
must create.
To work on. Yeah, I like having. Ooh, that was gross. Just a bunch of drool just went down my throat. That was disgusting.
That's how I gauge how well my sleeps are. Did I wake up drooling? Like, man, that was a good sleep.
That was a good sleep. I sleep. But it was boring because like I didn't have another project to work on anymore. And so then I was like, okay, what if we did this podcast? What if, I found a friend to do this podcast with, where I just sit around and talk about the franchise that I really like fell in love with. And I pitched it to a couple of people, and honestly, like I said earlier, it couldn't have been better with anyone else but Tyler, because the biggest thing is if everybody just stopped watching next week, it would be fine. We'd still make the videos because we're having fun making them. I've said it so many times before. At the end of an episode, we'll say to ourselves, was this a good episode? And I'll say, yeah, this was a great episode because we had fun making it. We have fun making it so that you guys can enjoy it, and that it gives us a reason to hang out, because we're both busy guys and Tyler's my boy. It gives us a reason to hang out. Like we said, we just sit around and like meme around for the first hour or two that we get into the recording room together. And it's just been so much fun putting this out. It's been so much fun having this small community crop up where we've pushed this. Just like Tyler said, you may not like it, but that's fine. Someone else does, and all the things are great. There's so many groups and communities on Facebook or any social media where everybody just comes across and just trashes everybody for what they like, which I don't dislike necessarily if you want to trash on something, but that doesn't mean you should come back and say, oh, you have shit taste, you're the worst kind of person. And we've kind of crafted this small community where everybody's just really nice to each other, and that's super dope. You don't see that a lot on the internet. And like I said, it was really cool to come into the Discord the other day, to walk into the Discord, as I said, to kick down the door and come in and say the Wholesome Police are on patrol through fan art, and see that they had just finished listening to our episode, and that was super dope. I've enjoyed putting out these episodes for last year. I've learned a lot about just editing videos and like how to use this recording software and stuff. It's like
how to talk at the microphone.
Yeah, it's inspired me to like get a new microphone. I've always had trouble just enunciating and like saying what is in my brain, like saying what I want to say. And this has like unironically helped me a lot with that. Having discussions, having back and forth discussions with people, as I'm good at it, but I'm not good on it with any little bit of pressure, and this has helped a lot with that, with those issues that I have. And so it's super dope that this fun thing that I've been doing with my friend is now crafted this small community, and it's helped me out with like my own personal, like it's made me a personally better person, personally, really personally. So I wouldn't have rather made a different podcast with any different person, and I've really enjoyed it.
I love you too.
Also giving me a reason. Oh, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Audacity. That's my boy. And you know, it's just been an awesome time, and you know, I want to keep doing it, and we got all kinds of content planned for you guys after, you know, we run out of songs to review in the podcast and stuff. Center stage then, because we're just afraid to run out.
Yeah,
we're
so
just afraid to run out of content.
We'll talk about that on our question and answer. Which, by the way, tomorrow at around 2 p.m. Eastern, be there.
So yeah, we just rambled on. I think I said the same thing over and over again, but it's just I really appreciate you guys, and I've had a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah, super same here. All right, so
met a lot of cool people.
All right, so special shout out. All right, so let's start from the top, okay? Shout out to our day one boys for probably upvoting the original Reddit suggestion, you know, like, yes, I'd like this podcast. And like, even when the first episode was like a clown fiesta with legs, like, you know, still sticking with us. Like, I'm sure everyone that started listening is like, I've heard a professional podcast before, I'm sure this would be great. And then meanwhile, it's like, hello.
Hello, I mean? This is holy heck.
So shout out to everybody for sticking with us. Shout out to our regular commenters. We didn't think we'd have any of those.
Holy hell, those are the boys. I remember like week 2 or 3 when we realized we had regular commenters. So we put in the question just in the hopes of like people commenting. We were like, yeah, we can like trap them into commenting on our shitty video, and we'll teach them a lesson. But we didn't think anybody would actually like enjoy doing that. They would just fall for the YouTube trap of commenting on a video if we tell them to.
Like commenting and subscribing, yeah.
Yeah. But like then these people started showing up writing 3 paragraphs of like to answer our question or to just talk about things that happen on the show, and like that was super dope.
It was just it also, like, I don't know when I realized it. It probably wasn't like our first question episode. It might have been like 3 or 4 when I was like, these questions are like at the end of the video, and you have to like get there to know what the question is, and that's pretty cool.
And that means that the people that answered the question listened to the video. And like, it was super dope the first time someone was like, hey, can I get this on MP3? Because I like can't listen to YouTube videos all the time. And I was like, someone's asking to listen to our podcast in a different way? Holy hell.
Can I get this on SoundCloud? Like, yes, if you give us money to like increase our storage on SoundCloud. But yeah, so shout out to our Dextroid fillers, our Stixes.
Massive shout out to all the people we've had on the show.
Oh, of course.
We mentioned them in our video earlier, but they've like really helped us grow. They've really helped us like, how do we want to do these episodes? They made us make a schedule, which has been like super important, because we needed a schedule to send to our guests to say, hey, which one do you want to do? We couldn't just say, hey, we're gonna do a song eventually. Yeah. But all those people have just been, like we said earlier, really fantastic people, and we plan on having more guests on in the future.
In addition to helping our growth, they've just been like, even if they wouldn't have at all, because like I'm pretty sure we've only had people that were like much bigger than us on our show. Yeah. Even if they didn't help our growth in any way, it was still like not a loss at all that they were on. You know, it was still really
all
awesome.
Of them brought,
we all still had a good time.
My voice just cracked. All right, so I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm actually an 8-year-old child. Boy, that's a little.
I'm not 1-year-old.
I'm actually 11. I'm actually an 11-year-old child. I just have a very deep voice for an 11-year-old child.
Add that extra.
I don't actually work at a lumber mill. Man, let me tell you about what happened when Aaron saw a 4'2" kid crack a 1x6 in half over his knee. He was frightened. He was very startled that a board twice my height was just decimated by this bony knee.
It took me like a second of mental gymnastics to realize what you said or where you were going with this sentence. Yeah,
shout out to the bonus episodes. They make us like
the bonus episodes.
They make us put out 2 episodes a week. Shout out to the episode discussions. Shout out just to Love Live. Without Love Live, this obviously would not have happened. Shout out to randomly scrolling through the Crunchyroll and finding this show, and I was like, this looks terrible. And then I watched it, and it's the best.
I think the bonus episodes were just me in the beginning. Like, I think I don't remember who it was. I think I might have been the first one to suggest it, but it was just like, hey, I want to make more of a thing. Like,
I think it was another like situation where one of us came forth and said something, and the other one was like, "Yeah, I've been thinking about the same kind of thing."
same thing.
Which happens all the time. I think you were the first one that mentioned like, "Hey, do you want to do like a second weekly episode that's a little less song analysis?" And then we just kind of went from there. And
We've
it's
gotten
fun to
a
come
lot
up.
less song analysis.
Yeah, it's fun to like come up with these topics that are just kind of wild and crazy, and it's just a fun time to like talk. Like we said, if nobody listened next week, we'd still put them out because we have so much fun doing it.
Please don't make this a social experiment and like
Yeah,
organize
well-
like a boycott next week.
No, please don't make it a social experiment where this video gets like 10 million views and then no views next week. That would be worse.
If you're here because this is linked, just go away.
Yeah, just get out.
Get away before you're
But
subscribed.
remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe and then go away. No, I'm just kidding.
And then come back next week. We love you.
Shout out to you said shout out to Love Live. Shout out to Love Live, like for existing, yes, but being so accessible. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Like
There's so
I
many
think
ways
that's
you
the
can like
downfall
access Love Live.
I think that's the downfall of like so many other like idol shows, like Idolmaster, Wake Up Girls. Like Bang Dream is becoming more accessible, but like it's still got a little bit to go with the release of the game in English. But I just like honestly, Love Live is so ridiculously just accessible. Like anybody can go watch it. There's a lot of ways to get into it. It's not just like you have to see the anime and then.
Yeah,
like, you gotta download the game in JP. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like however you get into it, you get into it. You know what I mean?
I know so many people who have said like or seen so many comments on Facebook or on Twitter and any kind of social media that that they're just like, yeah, I haven't actually watched the anime, but I've only played the game, or like, oh yeah, I only watched the anime and I really liked it, but I haven't gotten into the music or the game, or I only listened to the music because I just found it on iTunes one day. It's like there's so many ways you can get into Love Live, and you could just be like quarantined off that little section, just have a good ass time. Also, shout out to our Twitter, rest in peace.
Yeah, I still post on it in every episode, or
Yeah,
most every episode.
We are social media gurus.
Would you like to link our work? Like we will ask for a small charge of $200 per hyperlink.
Yeah, easy. We'll email it to you.
But no,
make sure you click the application in the email. That's how you get your $200.
Right, of course. I think that a lot of a big downfall of anime is I feel like a lot of it is not very Google friendly. Mm-hmm. I don't mean like safe for work. I mean like you Google it and then English Ask Google is like, what did you just say?
Well,
and
this
like,
is Love Live.
Yeah. And then you could just like type in like anything with Love Live and it's like, bam, immediately right there. So shout out to speaking English and liking Love Live, basically, is what I'm trying to get at here.
Easy game. But no, just shout out and shout out. Did we shout out to them?
Not yet. You go ahead.
Shout out to you guys. Y'all are the MVP. We shouted out to the Discord boys kind of already. We shouted out to the comment boys. Just shout out to like everybody that listens, because obviously not everybody that listens comments, and that's fine. We're happy that you listen and you obviously enjoy the show because you keep listening, and that we can bring a little bit of humor and a little bit of fun into your guys' life.
Mm-hmm. We hope we can. I hope you're not listening to
I hope you're not listening.
I'm here to hate this.
God, this Luke guy. Can he make a good joke? Like Tyler and him keep laughing about their jokes, but like they haven't made a good one in their life. Let us know down below.
I don't know. It's like a running meme in the Discord that like
have made a good joke in our life.
It's a running meme in the Discord. Like I only watch for Luke. I think it's because it makes me angry. I'm angry.
Yeah. That's good.
No. So first of all, if you don't like comment or interact, first of all, don't feel bad or pressure to in any way. Second off, a lot of people started to join the whole commenting thing just because they started joining the Discord and seeing like, oh, we're not gonna like bite you, or like we might like a little bit if you.
The Discord
ask.
is hyper friendly.
But I'm happy that a lot of people like got out of their comfort zone and started commenting. So if you are like nervous about commenting, like it's not your thing, like please just do not at all be worried that we're gonna that anyone is going to like hate on you or whatever for any opinion that you might have. That being said, you don't have to comment or anything. It's just if you're worried about it, don't be worried about it is all I'm saying. And Luke just mentioned it, but like I know it's been a meme like we're shilling out our Discord again, but like
link down below.
Yeah, of course, and on the video and in your brain.
Yeah.
But it's too late.
And in that application that I sent you.
Right.
Make sure to click on that one.
huge shout out to our Discord boys who have just been an absolute blast to hang out with. Like, it's never even like you know, like I joined the Discord and people are like, oh, like it's the guy we watch. It's more just like someone screams from the next room like, hey asshole. Like,
yeah, and they do it with like everybody. Like someone else joins and it's like, oh hey Roromia, how you doing? Or oh hey dog, how you doing? It's exceptionally friendly in there. So make sure you guys.
Yeah, no one says hey asshole. If you're worried about being called an asshole, no one has called me an asshole.
There's all kinds of rooms that you can talk about things. We got like a game channel where if you're thinking about like getting a Discord and checking it out, we got all kinds of rooms where you can talk about all kinds of things. You can talk about songs in there. You can talk about just Love Live. We got a fan art channel.
At our core, we are like a loosely Love Live Discord.
Yeah, there's the Love Live zone, but there's many other channels from the Love Live zone.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you ever wanted to just join and just hang out with us, like even just in chat, and then maybe work your way into voice chat, whatever works. It's a really fun place to hang out. So highly recommend that. This is one of the best moves I think that we made with our channel. So Luke, thank you so much for that, for originally coming up with the idea. I wasn't like against it, but I was kind of like, I don't know if people would join. I feel like that'd be kind of annoying to manage. Turns out it just runs itself with the help of a few boys. So thank you.
It just turns out that everybody stays very wholesome with the exception of like one or two things a week.
I know. I mentioned that like the other day. I was like, wow, we attracted like a really like wholesome crowd, and then like everybody simultaneously is like, you and Luke are like the wholesome police. Like this is not a surprise at all. I was like,
I literally whenever I join general, I'm like, all right, I take out my gun, I take out my finger gun in my left hand, and I put my right hand on the mouse, and I start scrolling through fan art. Yeah, I start scrolling through fan art, and the wholesome police are on patrol.
Maybe Umizumi will make a meme out of you eventually, of you, the listener.
Yeah.
You gotta join to find out.
Yeah, Umizumi's got great memes. You gotta join in.
Oh, man. So, I think we rambled on enough. I think we're about to... Well, no, we're not about ready to get back onto normal schedule, because tomorrow we have our question and answer again at 12 p.m. Eastern... Ooh, no. Kill.
You okay?
Kill.
You okay?
At around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give or take 5 minutes. And that is... Let me just open the calendar for you. Saturday, June 16th, 2018, if you're watching from the past or future. Sorry.
Rip. Yeah, no, it should be, we should have like a super fun time. We'll answer a lot of questions. We'll kind of talk more in depth what like the future holds for us.
Obviously, it's gonna like, I don't know if it was like implied, but we're streaming on YouTube, obviously. So if you're wondering,
yeah. Subscribe to my Twitch though.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess this whole video boiled down to song plus thank you guys for being great, essentially. I know we're like, how many people are on YouTube? Like 2 billion? We're like the 2 billionth person to make this video.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's only 2 billion people on the planet, so.
Yeah, right. Only, who remembers?
Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for this wonderful year, and I hope all of you stick around for the next one. We do have things planned for at least January of next year, I think now with the new songs, the 4 new songs that got released. So we got plenty planned for you guys, and plenty more planned after that are in very early stages.
Yep, we have at least 2 more bonus episodes to make.
At least.
Ever.
Yeah, we have. Who knows, maybe after those 2 it's just curtains.
Goodbye everyone, thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Talk to you guys next week.